Welcome back to The Orchard, your sweet spot for sports talk. It's me, Scott, your host, but it is a glorious week in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. The streak against that team up north is over. It is done. We have brought the Gold Pants back home where they belong, and I am always joined in The Orchard, the 1% Studios, with ya boy,
Drive.
And so Drive, you're now kind of getting into that whole bit where you're saying, oh boy, Columbus, Ohio is kind of a domination station as it relates to college football. But going into the game, were you nervous?
Who was nervous? That's my question.
Who was not nervous?
Yeah, who was nervous? Yeah. I was nervous a bit, but not that much.
I get nervous
because we have the best quarterback in the nation. Mm-hmm. Second best behind Fernando, Mendoza.
We'll talk about that here in a little bit as we talk about that, because we do have a Heisman segment, but the first segment is the game recap, dominating that team up north. Domination. So you were not as nervous as I was.
I mean, I was nervous, but not that nervous because I was with my friends. So
that's good enough.
It's fine.
So you get into the game, you see Michigan rips the big run off right out of the gate. Crap!
And then when we get the ball, we throw it right to the DB.
Right to the DB.
Right to the DB.
What are your thoughts going through your head at that time?
Julian Sayin is seeing ghosts.
Okay.
I mean, it was a forced pass.
Yep.
And he couldn't. Jeremiah wasn't even looking. When the ball was to the receiver, he finally turned around.
I had heard that maybe he had thought it was a cover 2, and it was not a cover 2, or it was cover 1 and became a cover 2, or something like that.
It was a shell.
Yeah, it was just a misread.
He just completely whiffed.
It's okay. It was a misread. But
misread for 6 points.
Well, that's the thing. Our defense
for 3, but not 6.
I was going to say
total points.
Our defense then came alive. Our defense was already alive, but then they came alive after that, held them to 3. It's 6-0.
Yep.
We go down. It's 4th and 5.
We kick a field goal.
No, this is where we go. This is where Jeremiah catches that 4th and 5. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
The whole everybody, he fumbled into the end zone. It should have been a touchback.
Oh, that, yeah.
Come on.
I mean, I could have seen it, but he never really, he always had the ball, cradled.
Mm-hmm.
He never didn't have it. I thought it would be overturned to where it was a touchback.
You did think that?
I thought that.
Is that because the refs hate Ohio State?
I mean, they have in the past.
See, you get it. You get it now. Now you're seeing what it's like to be a Buckeyes fan. Right after that, so Julian Julian throws the pick, starts 0-2.
Yep.
Then throws the touchdown. Julian ends up 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns and a pick.
Yep.
Which is incredible for throwing that pick in the first quarter.
I agreed. And then in the second half, we go into halftime.
Second half, we only held them to 3 points. The entire
they had
half.
minus 8 yards rushing in the second half.
Oh, yeah, we were really good.
And
I don't know what Ryan Day was saying in the locker room, but he said something special.
I would agree with that statement. So you see the 4th down touchdown to Jeremiah. Now in your second half, the dagger. The dagger was that 50-yard bomb to Carnell Tate.
Yeah.
The dagger. But I would actually say the thing that probably broke Michigan, what broke them,
was their safety on that play. But.
Well, besides that, but it was the next possession where Ohio State goes 20 plays. This is where they kick the field goal. 20 plays, 12 minutes off the clock. They almost held it for an entire quarter.
They almost held it wasn't it the entire 4th?
It was most of the 3rd and a good chunk of the 4th. They hold almost an entire quarter. That's some Madden type stuff.
I mean, we have 3 really good running backs in Bo, CJ, and then
you're talking about James Peoples, Isaiah
Yeah.
West. Like, it was
I wasn't talking about Isaac West.
Isaiah West. Isaiah West?
I
Isaiah
don't
West?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
He's
fine.
the
It's fine. It's
4th
fine.
string.
He was a 5-star freshman.
He's a 4th string.
But he's still 5-star. It doesn't matter. Like, that's
We
what
have-
happens when you come to Ohio
we have
State.
CJ Donaldson. We have like Bo Jackson. He's a freshman.
I would say that Sayin looked like he was running practice. Like, he was just picking them apart after the pick.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, Ohio State, they just systematically dismantled Michigan using their own recipe. I'm going to dominate you from the line of scrimmage. I'm going to dominate you pushing you. I'm going to dominate you in the run game. I'm going to punch you in the mouth. And that's what they did.
I got to say all this last year we didn't win because 1, refs, 2, Ryan Day was calling terrible plays.
Was it Ryan Day or was that Chip Kelly?
I mean, Chip Kelly's good. He's in the NFL right now.
He was fired.
He was fired?
Yeah, he's fired. He's available now. So at the time of this recording,
Bring him back.
This is a couple days after Brian Hartline is going to take over the head coaching job with South Florida. We did just land today at the time of this recording. Chris Henry Jr., 5-star. He decided to come to Ohio State, not flip to Oregon. So
Cool.
He is 6'5".
6'5".
205.
For what position?
Wide receiver. He will probably be opposite of Jeremiah Smith next year.
Yo, we're going to have the best duo.
We already have the best duo. Garnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith. It'll be Jeremiah Smith, Chris Henry Jr., Miles Graham. Like, what do you want? Brandon Ennis?
Yeah. Well,
like, look, Julian Sayin's still throwing the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he has the biggest arm in all of college football.
Domination. So we get into Julian Sayin just running like crazy. Julian Sayin running the offense, efficient, unbelievable. Now that brings us to...
He's efficient. I don't know what else to say.
He's the highest rate, I think the highest accuracy season in college football history was what was just happened. Literally just happened. 79 point some percent.
79.2.
79.2%. That is the highest accuracy in college football history, which gets us to segment 2, the Heisman debate. I look at it this way.
I have my idea.
You have your idea? Okay.
Yeah.
It comes down to this. I think the Big Ten championship that happens this weekend basically settles the Heisman. Not only does it settle the Big Ten, but it settles
the Heisman.
In my opinion, probably. So,
I mean, there's one Heisman candidate 1 and Heisman candidate 2.
I would agree. And who are they?
I gotta say, Fernando Mendoza is ahead because he's a senior.
Okay. And so
then it's Julian Sayin.
Okay. So you have those two as 1 and 2.
Yeah.
In the Heisman. Do you have anybody else that we should be watching before we deep dive into Sayin and Mendoza?
Jeremiah Smith is going to win 1.
You think Jeremiah Smith's going to win a Heisman?
Why would he not win 1?
Well, he's a wide receiver, so that's really not usually a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's usually why. Like Devontae Smith won 1, but like that gets into kind of like weird.
Like 2020.
That gets into some weird like no QB really deserves it kind of thing.
I can tell you, Sayin deserves it, but I think Fernando Mendoza is going to get it.
Why?
Because he's older.
You think that they're just going to give it to the older player because?
Yep.
Interesting. I don't love that.
Because, well, that's what they do with the MVP, right?
I know, but I don't love that. I don't love it.
They're going to do the same thing.
You think so? Like
just watch me call it. It's going to be Sayin 2, Fernando Mendoza at 1.
Okay. So here's why I can hear what you're saying. And so, but the problem that I have is like Julian Sayin just had his Heisman moment, beating Michigan on the road in the snow, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. That's kind of the Heisman moment. Let's not forget the fact that Fernando Mendoza he did have his crazy Heisman moment was like, well, he has several is what they say, but like the big one was he took and led the team against Penn State at Penn State.
Penn State's not good.
Well, hold on.
They fired their head coach.
I know, but he threw that touchdown where the wide receiver just absolutely tiptoed it in. I thought it was out of bounds, but he ran them back, and he got them to be completely undefeated. They are 12-0, number 2 team in the country behind Ohio State.
And a couple years ago, they didn't even make the playoff.
Right. And so what I'm saying is he – a lot of things they're going to ask is he the best player or the most valuable player? And that –
he's the most valuable player for their team, but not of all of college football.
Well, so they're going to say because he's the most valuable player for the team – they're going to say that he is the guy that should win the Heisman because if you take him off the team, that team is not 12-0.
Yeah, they would win less than half.
Well, I don't know about that, but like I believe that Curt Cignetti, the head coach at Indiana, I mean, he took a quarterback last year that's not the same dude and did the same thing. Like, it's not impossible to have a situation like that. I'll be honest. I put a bet out on FanDuel.
What even happened to Rourke?
I don't know. He graduated.
Yeah.
So here's what I'll tell you. I put a bet on FanDuel that Julian Sayin wins the Heisman.
Really?
I did.
What's the odds?
He's the second best odds. Plus 150, I think. Something like that.
So
it's plus 120 for
Fernando Mendoza.
Plus 150.
See? They're going to give it to the senior.
I know, but here's what I'm going to say is like, what if they get into that game and Julian, by the way, it's in a dome, temperature controlled, no snow, no wind, no weather, no nothing. And he has a full roster of wide receivers available, full roster of his running backs available.
Yep.
I'm telling you, like, you just open up the playbook wide open and say,
you could do literally anything.
Go crazy. I gotta tell you,
I don't know if Indiana's defense is good or not.
Well,
so that's what's changing it because like I know their offense is pretty good because of Fernando Mendoza.
I was gonna say they're the number one offense. I think
their defense. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact we have the number one defense to.
They will never
stop
play
the number one offense.
They will never play a defense how we played them. So they have 5 common opponents, Ohio State. And so we're kind of melding segment 2 and segment 3. So segment 2 is the Heisman. Segment 3 is the game. But I think it's important that we talk about both. Indiana is a top 5 offense nationally, scoring 44 points a game, pushing tempo and stretching the field vertically, which is great. Ohio State has the number 1 defense in the country, allowing 203 yards per game, and the top scoring defense that hasn't allowed more than 10 points in the last month.
Ohio State.
Right. So I agree with you. I think a great defense like Ohio State beats Indiana. Now I think they're going to come out, push the tempo, do some weird stuff. Like I think they're going to try to go at like the secondary, which is going to be stupid. Just my 2 cents. Hyper explosive offense. We have an elite defense. Defense.
I don't even think we've allowed a red zone touchdown.
Yeah,
all year.
I don't.
There is a weird statistic.
Yeah, it's a weird stat like that. It's not very much, if any. So,
which is extremely rare.
So
last year I think we did the same thing.
Okay, here you go. Against the 5 common opponents, Illinois, Penn State, Purdue, UCLA, and Wisconsin, both teams allowed 50 points between those common opponents.
Wow.
Indiana scored 233. Ohio State scored 188. But I would actually be honest with you, Ohio State backed down on every single one of those games.
Yeah, that's what Ohio State does.
Yeah, and that's
in Indiana,
because
I think they just keep going.
Agreed.
Because their defense, I think, is not that good.
I would agree with that statement. Both have top 5 rushing defenses, but Ohio State has the better pass defense, allowing the fewest passing yards per game, and Indiana gives up about 50 more passing yards per game.
50?
Yep, that's what they say. Yep.
And we're a passing squad.
So
the
keys to the game. What do you think the keys to the game are?
What do you mean by that?
Like, for Ohio State to win, what do they got to do?
Pass the ball. I mean, like, it's that simple.
I would
Run
agree.
like running back screens, do like short passes, and then hit them deep.
I would agree with that.
Because then they're gonna blitz to try and get pressure on Julian Sayin. I know that we don't have the best offensive line, but I know we have pretty good tight ends,
Yep.
and they can block as well.
Yep, I would
So
agree.
we can take Brandon Ennis out, or whoever our wide receiver 3 is, and just put Max Clare and Ben Christensen on each side, and then just bomb it to either Jeremiah Smith or Carnell Tate, and have the other one run a curl so he can just throw the ball.
So here's what I'm thinking. I believe Julian Sayin throws for more than 275 yards.
275?
That's what I think.
So wait, how much passing yards has Indiana let up
They
per
give up
game?
I don't know per game, but like they give up 50 more than Ohio State. Remember,
So like
Julian
in total.
So keep in mind that Julian, he had like 232, 233 against Michigan, but they basically
Michigan
didn't
sucks,
pass
dude.
the ball at all in the second half. So keep that in
Yeah.
mind. Michigan's secondary is suspect, but
And
it's still Michigan.
what about Texas when we played Texas?
He only threw for like 100 and some odd yards, but that was his first game as a redshirt freshman. You can't really count that.
Yeah.
Like that one was like
If it was in the
Arch
middle
Manning
of the season,
was terrible then.
Yeah, Arch was really bad.
Remember, Julian had like 8 games where 300 yards or more.
Well, but it's probably like Grambling State and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, some of them are like that. Yes.
We needed a tougher schedule.
You play the schedule that you're dealt. Like you scheduled Texas, you didn't know Penn State was going to be trash. You didn't know Michigan. Well, Michigan's still trash anyway, but you didn't know they were going to be bad. Like you can't help some of that.
Yeah.
There are some experts saying low scoring game. I believe it will be for one team. It ain't going to be Ohio State.
I think it's going to be a high scoring game.
You think our defense is going to give up a lot of points?
No, but I'm saying like 21-28. That's not my prediction, but
Okay.
like 3 touchdowns and 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
3 to 5 touchdowns.
Okay.
Between all the teams.
Okay. So kind of going back to that, we're going to kind of go back to that second segment where we talk about the Heisman Trophy. I want to know your prediction. Who's winning the
I already
Heisman?
said my prediction.
You said Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, Fernando Mendoza because he's older.
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason. He's had a worser season, actually. He's thrown for less touchdowns than Julian Sayin, more interceptions.
No, they're the same now. No, the same now.
Oh, okay.
They're 5 each.
But he's thrown for less touchdowns, right?
I actually think he has more touchdowns.
Then they're going to give it to him.
Let's say, did you read the show notes?
I have them popped up right here. They don't have any stats.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
What are you talking about?
Well, 38 total touchdowns, but I don't know how much Julian Sayin has. It doesn't say that.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't say that. You looking?
Yeah, I have it right in front of me.
I don't have stats.
30 touchdowns.
Yeah, 38 touchdowns. That's from Fernando.
Okay, so Fernando has 32 at the time of this recording, 32 passing touchdowns. Julian has 30. Julian has a 79% completion percentage. Fernando has 72%.
They're going to give it to Fernando.
You really think so?
Yep. But they're going to give it to Julian Sayin next year.
I don't think they're going to do that. Here's what I think
they're going to do that.
I think depending on who the winner of this is. So Fernando has 38 total touchdowns, 32 passing, 6 rushing. They each have 5 interceptions.
Yep.
Top wins for Fernando outside of the game that they play against each other right now is Nebraska. They have no top 15 wins.
Nebraska.
Yeah, they have. Indiana does not have any top 10 wins right now.
Wait, is it
top 15 wins.
Is it with the fake Patrick Mahomes? Is it that team?
Yes, that's the team. Dylan Raiola.
He's such a copycat.
That's funny. So Julian is over 3,000 yards passing. Fernando Mendoza is just under 3,000 yards passing.
Oh, okay. So
yes. So yes.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, like, Sayin is the best quarterback, but I could see Mendoza being picked as the most valuable player. Here's my thing.
They're going to pick him as the Heisman.
But if Ohio State wins, Julian Sayin throws for more than 275 with 2 to 3 scores, and Mendoza just...
If he throws
if he just looks average, let's say like Mendoza goes
2-2 for like 2 touchdowns, 2 picks.
2 touchdowns,
They're going to give it to Julian.
At that point, I think you have to.
Yeah.
That is why I picked Julian Sayin to win the Heisman.
It just depends on the game.
Okay. I would agree with you. And so getting to that...
I'm saying right now it's going to Fernando.
Okay. So getting to that, give me your potential result of the game. Ohio State versus Indiana.
I mean, I want Ohio State to win, but...
Who's winning?
I think it's going to be a shootout. So, like...
Okay.
Like 21 points in the fourth or something.
Oh, dang. So, like,
between both teams.
Now, keep in mind, the over-under is 46.5 points, meaning combined. Are they combined? Are the two teams scoring more than 46.5?
Yeah.
Okay. Ohio State is currently the betting favorite at 4.5 points.
Okay, I'm gonna say 32-28.
32-28.
Actually, no, 32-27.
So they cover.
Yeah, 32-27.
I have Ohio State winning by double digits.
I have mine winning. Wait, no, that's just single digit.
Yep, yours is 5. I have Ohio State winning by more than 10.
And what's your prediction?
I think it's going to be something like... I think it's going to be like 38-17.
I would disagree.
I got Ohio State 38
by 21 points.
I got Ohio State 38, Indiana.
We just can't run
17. The ball. What? Did you watch the Ohio State Michigan game?
No. I'm saying we can't run the ball against them.
Well, so I think you're going to have to.
Well, we will have to, but we have to be creative with it.
I would agree. I think you have to pass
instead of just doing halfback dive all the time.
I think you should have a good dose of Bo Jackson, Isaiah West, C.J. Donaldson, and James Peoples.
You know what would be really fun?
What?
Having James Peoples and then Max Clare.
Be sick.
Or one of the tight ends is fullback, or like what we did against Michigan. We put in our big boy defensive tackle. I don't know his.
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
McDonald.
Yes. Caden
and then
McDonald
just ran the ball with them.
That'd be so sick.
We need to do that again.
I agree with you.
That play worked.
Okay. So now we're segueing into segment 4, our last segment of this episode. As always,
the Peachy Pick'em.
That's right. It is a fan favorite segment. Rapid fire college football and NFL games. We started obviously with the big one for us is the Ohio State Indiana Big Ten championship game.
Yep.
I got Ohio State, 38-17, and you said 32-27.
Yep.
Now let's move on to Georgia and Alabama. Number 3, Georgia. Number 9, Alabama. Currently, Georgia is a 2.5-point favorite.
I mean, I would, if it was like a regular Bama team, I would pick Alabama.
Okay, so you're picking
with,
Georgia.
Nick Saban.
Well, yeah.
But I'm going to go Georgia.
Georgia. You going to give me a score, or are you just going to pick straight up?
Georgia by 7.
Georgia by 7.
Yeah.
I think Alabama covers. I think somehow, some way,
You're going to get Alabama to win?
I think Alabama loves chaos. I think they love going into Georgia's home stadium and making a mess of things. And I think
That's what they're known for.
I think Alabama is somehow going to cover. I think Alabama's going to cover. They may not win, but they will lose by maybe a single point or two. I just have a feeling
They
that
just
Alabama
missed an extra point.
Last time I picked Alabama, they laid a golden egg on me and didn't do crap. So I think what's going to happen is the same thing.
Goose egg.
But I'm picking Bama because of chaos. Okay.
Okay.
Next one, the big. Let's see.
12?
The Big 12. Texas versus.
Which Texas? Because I know Texas.
Actually Texas. Texas versus.
In the Big 12.
Hold on. It is. Why did I say Texas? I'm sorry. Texas Tech versus BYU.
I'm taking the Tech.
Texas Tech is favored by 12.5 points over BYU.
I think they're gonna win by more than 12 points. I think they're gonna win by like 14.
Okay, I am also taking Texas Tech to cover and to win. So I've got Ohio State. You picked Ohio State. You picked Georgia. I picked Alabama. You're taking Tech. I'm taking Tech. Let's go with
what about
Virginia versus Duke? 17 Virginia versus I think 7-5 Duke.
Virginia? Is this even a question?
It is. They're only 3.5 point favorites.
3.5?
That's it.
Duke is terrible with football.
I'm just saying. So you're taking Virginia. I'm also going to take Virginia because I
think that they're going to win by 7.
I just can't fathom that.
Actually, no. I think they're going to win by 6.
You think so?
Yeah.
Ugh, just trash. North Texas versus Tulane. 24 North Texas versus number 20 Tulane.
North Texas.
Interesting. I'm going to take Tulane in that one.
You mean Tulane?
Whatever. They're the same thing to me. All right, moving on to the NFL. Let's move on. Oh, I think
we might be in the playoffs, right?
No, not yet. Let's do Commanders versus Vikings. Vikings at home.
Vikings.
Okay, I'm going to take the Commanders.
They don't have Jaden Daniels.
I don't care. I'm still taking the Commanders.
Plus, they have a bad record.
Let's go Colts versus Jags.
Colts.
I'm taking the Colts as well. Let's do Brown. Oh, this is a trash game. Browns versus Titans. Titans at Cleveland.
I'm gonna say Cleveland.
I'm also taking Cleveland
because they're just gonna actually bomb their picks.
I am taking Cleveland in that game too. Let's do Cincinnati versus Buffalo at Buffalo.
Buffalo.
I got Buffalo as well. Although they do have Joey Ice back.
Too bad.
Okay. All right. Let's go Bears Packers at Packers.
Packers.
Ooh. There's some good betting odds there.
I'm a Packers boy.
I know, but the Bears are 6.5 point
favorites.
No, underdogs. I think Chicago.
I'm gonna give you a person's name.
Okay.
Micah Parsons. Can they stop that guy?
I'm just telling you.
Because no one can.
Caleb Williams. Let me give you another name. Moving on to Houston versus Kansas City. Houston Texans at KC.
As much I'm a big Texans fan.
You are, CJ Stroud.
Yeah. And it's literally just because of CJ Stroud and Cade Stover.
Okay. But
I'm taking KC on this one.
All right.
Because I know that they're going to somehow make the playoffs at 9-8 and then completely go to the divisional and then the conference championship.
You just hate that, don't you?
Because they've done it for the past 5 years.
Okay. Rounding out on Monday Night Football, Tampa Bay versus the Falcons. At Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Emeka
Ibuka. Okay. That's the Peachy Pick'em. We got to eventually probably round up which games we bet on and see who's actually better at betting than the other one.
I'm not allowed to bet.
Well, you're not allowed to bet, but we'll figure that part out. Okay, we're gonna wrap up wrap up this episode of The Orchard, your sweet spot for sports talk. Do you have any last parting shots or comments you'd like to make?
I want to say, welcome home, the Golden Pants, and peace out.
I wasn't quite ready for that. So
Well, too bad.
Let's,
Too bad. Too bad.
all
Too
right. Well, I'm gonna. I'll tell you. I'll go like this, okay? All right, that is this episode of The Orchard, your sweet spot for sports talk. And before we wrap up, do you have anything else that you would like to say before we do the outro?
I'm going to say welcome home, the Golden Pants.
Okay.
Finally to where they belong.
Agreed.
In the great state of Ohio.
Boom. Love it. As always, like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment. Tell us what's your favorite memory about that shellacking that Ohio State put on Michigan. And as always,
Peace out.